So now before we
Don't check those utilities. Put that money on football.
So let's talk Maction. Let's talk Mac preview. It's Mac only plays on Wednesdays. Is there a reason for that, Brian?
It's the only time slot we could have. Saturdays are taken. No one cares about Saturday.
It's the Mackest day of all.
Yeah, whenever Akron would play, it would always hinge on when Ohio State plays. Because that's the team everyone wants to go see. So it's like, oh yeah, let's do an early game so everyone can go watch the real game.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. That's all we got. Wednesdays at 7.
Wednesdays at 7.
Wednesday. Hump day.
So, Mac, just looking at the odds, Buffalo and Ohio are the favorites. I know.
Ohio's going to win it.
Ohio's going to win it?
Ohio's going to win it, baby.
You're wearing an Ohio shirt. You attended
notice.
Ohio.
I didn't remember.
And how you can make those picks, but would you tell us how informed by your history that pick might be?
I like Frank Solich, man. Most winningest coach in MAC. Look, Buffalo is great. They're a great defense, great offense. That's a really good team, and on paper they're probably better, and it's probably a smarter bet. But I hung out at Ohio University for 4 years, so I think that I think Curtis Rourke is going to be a good quarterback. He won't be as good as his brother Nathan, but they're going to have a really good offense. But so will Buffalo. I don't know. It's a toss up, but I'm being a homer, and I'm gonna go with Ohio. What do you think?
Yeah, probably Buffalo, just because
right.
I see their players get drafted in the first
Yeah,
round
you're
every
probably
so
right.
often.
Yeah,
I'm like, they're probably a good school.
Yeah,
they're
Buffalo
good.
has a stud. They
are good.
That Jarrett Patterson dude.
Yeah, and they're a good, just all-around team, honestly.
Yeah.
And are there any other teams from the MAC that we can expect to challenge? Maybe a Miami of Ohio, maybe a Toledo.
Yeah. I mean, Miami's an evil, awful, slimy organization, kind of along the lines of an Auburn or some such. But they are good. Great passing game. But I think they'll come up number 2.
I think Miami of Ohio's biggest honor as a college football program is like making your list of hated teams, because your hatred's like Auburn, Clemson, Miami of Ohio. They're like, we were mentioned with Clemson? Ooh. Like you just said that, and their ears are burning. Anything from Western Michigan, Central Michigan, any of the Michigan.
Central Michigan will do good. Yeah, I really like. I really respect what Jim McElwain's done over there, because when what was it, 2018? They were like 1-11.
Yeah,
and then he took over, and instantly they win the West. That's impressive. Regardless, and I think I don't think they'll win it all this year, but I do think they'll be good. I like the Chippewas a lot.
But there's good odds on them. They're 9-1, which is a lot of value, and you see crazy value in these. The MAC odds, you can tell how little the odds makers looked at the MAC.
Oh yeah.
So you follow the MAC, Brian.
Yeah.
Do you have the outline in front of you?
Yeah.
What jumps out of you of these odds that are just like, oh, they didn't do any research?
I would say, like, for Kent State, you say you got 20-1. Like they have a pretty good offense. Defense is always okay, but in the MAC, if you put up points, you're going to win. Like it really doesn't matter defense-wise. If you're playing Buffalo, Ohio, Toledo, then you have to worry about defense. But Kent State can get some damage. For them to call Ball State 9-1, that's garbage.
Really?
Ball State is not a good football team.
And what do you think made them think they were good?
I think past the 2 years ago, they had a pretty good quarterback. I forget the fellow's name, but they had a pretty decent offense. Yeah. And that rode them for a while. And I think they kind of like, okay,
Ball State, they have a decent secondary though.
Yeah,
they have a good secondary. Who were you just talking about?
Ball State.
Kent State. No, Kent State.
Kent State's 20-1, and if you think they have a chance, that's a pretty good flyer to take.
Yeah,
I think they'll be all right. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win it. But what's that? Dustin Crum. I think he's a good quarterback. And,
right.
They have. Yeah. You're right. Did you say they don't really have a defense?
Yeah.
But they have a good offense.
Good offense.
I think they'll have a good season. I think they'll be like Western Michigan. They'll have a respectable season. Finish somewhere in like third, like solid third place. Western Michigan has a good offense, really good run game.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to dazzle. I think they're going to have a bunch of like kind of slow old school wins that do put up a lot of points though.
Yeah, because like here, this is what for Ball State the past 3 years: 2-10, 4-8, 5-7.
Yeah, so it's based on nothing.
It's based on nothing.
Like if they continue that scale, they'll go 6-6.
Yeah, it's like, oh great, they're climbing the ladder. But yeah,
Good for you guys. And anything else we need to cover on the MAC?
Did we touch on that?
Akron might go 0-12 again.
Oh God! Why do they have to be called the Zips and they had 0 wins? Like that's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Last year they had 0 fucking wins.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I hope
so.
y'all.
I hope.
I feel like I'm in the room with the only 2 pieces of MAC merchandise in all of New York City. We've got Akron Zips, Ohio Wildcats. Take it off to reveal my Eastern Michigan onesie.
Yeah, you picked the worst one. I don't think Eastern Michigan will do much. I think Toledo might be good this year.
Yes.
I think that they got this running back Bryant Koback who's really good, and they'll be better than they were. I think somewhere like around third place, something like that. But they're gonna have a winning season and be pretty good.
And, you
I
know,
like the Rockets this year.
Post-COVID time, Toledo's an awesome place to watch a football game. Their uniforms are great. You can get world-class hot dogs on your way out. I highly recommend the experience of watching a game in Toledo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio. There's no COVID in Ohio.
Yeah, and it doesn't exist there.
Didn't you see everyone go out to the booths and vote for Trump? There's no COVID to worry about.